Hello, I'm Diane. Welcome to my channel, Diane in Stitches, and this channel's all about sewing, and you'll hear what I've made, what I'm going to make, any fabrics purchased, patterns purchased, and just all good things about sewing related. So I do hope you enjoy the content. So today I'll start with what I'm wearing. This is another make similar to last week's. It's the Ellie & Mac Going Home sweater. This French terry was from UK stretch fabric, so I've not bought for a while. This was a couple of years ago I made this now. Both these were from UK stretch fabrics. I put a ribbing around the neck and the waistband. I didn't bother with the cuffs on this one because when I wore last week, I'd put cuffs on and it was quite long. I have since shortened, I took them down a little bit so it's a narrower cuff. And I didn't bother with this. I thought, well, if it's too long, I'll not bother with the cuffs. And of course, washing and whatnot, and 2 years down the line, they were a little bit short actually, and I was wondering, but they've gone even shorter now. I've got some spare ribbing. I think I might just put some on. I can just undo that hem. It's just a narrow zigzag because I did that before I got my Janome cover stitch even. So I might just do that, but it's okay. I usually put a cardigan on anyway as well. So that's this is the Ellie & Mac Going Home sweater. They are quite a nice sweater, but they are quite a low neck. The ones I'm planning on doing upcoming plans are ones with a bit of a higher neck so that they're a little bit warmer, but it's okay. It's a loop back French terry. It's not a fleece back one, but anyway, it's quite nice. So what have I done? What am I doing? What's happening? So September makes were quite successful, I think. I'm quite happy with what I made in September, which was the ash jeans, which I'm very pleased with. They've been out and about numerous times, and they're very comfortable, and I'm quite pleased with those. Next time I will make the wide leg, I think, just to give those a try, but I'm quite happy with the ones I've got. There was the long sleeve Donny shirt, which again was the long sleeve is a recent add-on by Friday Pattern Company, and I'm quite pleased with that one, although I haven't actually worn that out in the wild yet, but might do that soon. And then the last one was last week's that you saw was the Jarrah sweater, the version with the tie front, which I did a facing so that once the tie was tied you don't see the white back of the fabric, because it has just a plain white back, so I didn't want that to show when I tied the tie. So I did the facing on that one, which is that's been quite a success, I feel. I'm quite happy with that. I did actually use my new cover stitch on that. I did the hem, the rest of the hem going either side of the tie right around the back. I just used a one needle. I just did the chain stitch on there because it's only a 1 centimetre hem, so it wouldn't really have, I don't think it would have taken I could have done a narrow 2 needle, but I just did the chain stitch anyway. That was just because that sort of carried on from the top stitching on the tie part. So yeah, I was quite happy with that. So that's my 3 makes for September. So coming into October now, I had I think I showed a bit of it last week, the skirt, the grey corduroy skirt, button front, which is the Butterick 5649. And I did this version, which is a panelled, 4 panels front and back, and then buttons down the front, but I was awaiting some buttons. I didn't have the buttons. We were going to go, I think we were going to go Saturday, and we never got off. Anyway, I went into town and got some buttons, but they weren't too successful. I haven't actually styled this as yet. I haven't put it on. I'm going to put it on with some thick tights and probably my boots, and I haven't worn my boots yet. They were fairly new boots, and I haven't had a chance to wear them yet. I need to make some adjustment to one of the straps, but they were a bit tight around my cord. Anyway, this is the skirt. Buttons, not ideal, but I think they'll do. I had to sew them on by hand because they're a little bit thick to go again under the button attachment foot on the sewing machine. So I'm pretty pleased with that. I did a straight size 14, but what I did, I decided to take less seam allowance, because I've had with this other skirt. I'd actually last year I did this pencil skirt, and I did a 14 on that one, and it did come out a little bit snug, and I had a problem with the waistband, because when I cut the actual 14 waistband, it didn't fit around. This is why I've started to do this. I did it with my Ash jeans. I cut the waistband bigger, and then it made sure it fit around the body of the jeans and this. I did the same with this skirt. I actually cut a 16 waistband, because I had to, with the pencil skirt, I had to add a little bit of about an inch on the inside so that it wasn't visible, to make the waistband fit. So since then I've done a waistband, cutting it slightly bigger, and then if there's too much, then you can easily just trim it off. It doesn't matter. It worked with the Ash jeans, even though they were a curved waistband. But anyway, so that's the grey skirt. I did lengthen this by 1.5 inches, because I didn't feel it was going to be long enough as it was, and I didn't even bother tracing this pattern though. I just cut the actual tissue that comes in the pattern, because I knew the 14 was okay. But I did take less seam with the pencil skirt being tight-ish. It fits. It's just a bit difficult sitting down. I thought I'll take less seam allowance, and I did the same as with the Ash jeans. And I thought I'll get all the panels connected, and then just based up the side seams and see how it fits. And it was quite large, and I thought I could have just got away with the 1.5 the normal seam allowance, 1.5 centimeters. So I ended up taking quite a bit off. I basted it again, probably another centimetre extra on each side, basted it again, and that was okay. So I finished that off, and then sewed it with a permanent stitch, and then pressed the seams open and just overlocked the two edges. I didn't bother with pockets on this one. There are pockets on it, but I didn't bother with those. So I'll try and get that styled somehow, and put a video or a picture in at some point, because I haven't had a chance to get it done yet. It's been a bit hit and miss this week. So current projects on the go are I was on a t-shirt mission, and I'd got some various cotton lycras, this being one of them. This one is already cut out. This is, I think these were from Boys. I got a selection from Boys with the red and the black, and I was just going to be on a t-shirt mission, and then I'd ordered some Ponte Roma from Minerva. Don't like their website at all. I find it very, very confusing. It's strange. Anyway, and I ordered this Ponte Roma to try and I wanted to make some. I just get Pattern Emporium urban pants, and they just pull on, stretch trouser, various high rise or low rise. Can't really see the writing on that. There's a wide leg or a flared leg or a tapered leg. And when this fabric came, this is like a dusty blue. So this is the Ponte Roma. It's 60% viscose and then 30 poly and 5 elastane. And I thought it's very similar to the cotton lycra. Get the colours right there. So I thought they would make a nice little cord for around the house. Now what I'm doing in the t-shirt is actually the BUT by Pattern Emporium. Excuse me, I've reused this folder so it's torn off. And I'll put an extra little picture on, but there's a cowl neck version. And I'm just doing the straight bottom, long sleeves, but I am putting a cuff on the end of the sleeve. So I thought, well, I've got the blue threads in the overlocker and the sewing machine, I might as well get the urban pants done as well as this t-shirt, and then they can just be done, and then I can move on to the red and the black. So the other t-shirt I'm doing is the Keep It Simple by Pattern Emporium, and on that one I'm just going to do a plain crew neck with the long sleeves. I think I've cut the cuff on that. I've traced off the cuff, I think, or maybe not. Maybe I'm just going to I think I might just do the straight sleeve on that one, not the cuff. So that's I'd already got that traced out. I was just ready to go on a roll with t-shirts. So that's just and what I've done on this one, the Keep It Simple I did a few weeks, well, in the summer. I did a size 10 based on my normal Pattern Emporium size, and it felt quite tight. It is supposed to be a slight fitted t-shirt, they say, and I didn't bother doing the lengthening of the armhole like I normally do. So what I thought I would do, I'd just try this, and I did the 12, and I've just lengthened that now. I'd usually just slice straight across, just somewhere in this bottom armhole area, and I do that on the front and the back and the top and the sleeve, so that all matches up, and that just lowers the bust point, because it sort of gets a lot of puckering under the armpit when it's just always seems to feel too tight under the armpit. So I've done that lengthening, so that will be the red and the black cotton lycra that's there. And I'd been looking at the Ponte Romas on various sites, and I got the Guthrie and Garney ones up, and they've got two different types, and you can send for sample swatches, but I found I've done that before, and they're a bit small and too small to make any decision on. So I thought I would order a couple of lengths. There's a lightweight and a heavyweight. Now the lightweight is pretty much, I think it's about the same as the Minerva one. I just ordered some black, and then I thought so I ordered 20 centimetres, so that's the width really, because you can order in 10 centimetre lengths. So I ordered 20 centimetres, and I thought if I do then order whichever one of these is suitable, that would probably, I'd get a waistband out of that, possibly, well, definitely. So this is the lightweight, and they've got quite a good stretch both ways. I think that one's 30 or 40, because the urban pants do say 50%. It's said to be wary about Ponte Roma, because they're not all created equal, and some don't have the right amount of stretch. The heavyweight is very, very thick and substantial, and that's got a great stretch both ways. I think that actually just thinking on, when I do the Magic Pants by Anne Tilly, there's this elasticated panel in the front. I think that would make a fabulous panel, stretch panel for the Magic Pants. There's a thought. So that's again is quite a wide piece and 20 centimeters. So they both feel nice. They've both got a good stretch and recovery. So I think they'd be fine for some stretch, like loungewear pants, I suppose, trousers. So yes, I got those. They came the other day. So I'm quite pleased with those. So I think I will order some quantities of those for some sort of more trousers for just lounging around the house. I don't think they're going to be like going out trousers. They're just sort of around the house, but smart casual, I suppose. So, what else have I? Oh, I decided. I've looked at the. I keep wanting to try some bag making, and I've never got round to it just yet. I've ordered patterns, and I always get a little bit baffled by all the interlinings and the padding and the foam and this, that, and the other. So what I did was I've looked on Country Cow Designs. I'll just reach and get these, and they did a sample pack of all the different interfacings and fleeces and Decaville light and stabilizers. So I thought I'd order that little package of things. There's a QR code for you to I haven't looked at them yet, just to see what how to use it. It's where and when to use the things that's baffling me. But anyway. But also, she did a video on YouTube, the lady who runs Country Cow, and they have a bag of the month or a sew along of the month thing. And this month, October, was a free pattern for a pouch, and I thought, well, it's probably a decent thing to just start off on. Just start with a pouch. I have got some pouch patterns, and I've never used them. So I got this one. She mentioned about this free one, and it's called the Take Note pouch by Woodland Stitches. So I've downloaded and printed off the relevant pattern pieces. And Country Cow also did a kit. They provided a kit that comes with everything that you needed to make this pouch. So I thought, I'll just get that kit and just go ahead. So it's the monthly pattern challenge kit, and it's the Take Note pouch. So you've downloaded the free pattern, and then you get your little bundle of what's required for the pouch. So there's a fleece and an interfacing, and then there's the main fabric and lining. I'll put a picture up of the pouch. There's sort of like a contrast panel across the top as well, and then you get the zip, and I've even managed to get the zip pull on. Go me! So without any tools, or it's not quite gone on even, but once I've done it on the other end, I can trim it. It's longer. It's a longer one than you need anyway, so that's fine. So I'm quite looking forward to having a little bash at that. So that's I'm not sure quite when I'll get. So that shouldn't take long. I'll sort of put it on their Facebook page and show your efforts, sort of thing. So yeah, so looking forward to giving that a little go. So in between everything else, I'm going to have to change colour cottons anyway, but so yeah. So yeah, that's about it. As I say, I'm just on the t-shirt with the trousers at the moment. then on to the next t-shirts and the pouch, and I think that'll do me for the October. I don't think I'm going to get much more plans unless I can get another pair of the urban pants out with some more of the Ponte-Roma. So yeah, we went. I've not done any sewing because I've had for a couple of days or 2 or 3 days. We went out actually the other day. We decided to have a trip out before all this weather started, because I was going to record yesterday and it was so dark. It was unbelievable. I mean, it's still blowing a gale out there, but at least the sun's been out. It did rain a little while ago, but the sun's having a go again now. But Thursday looked like a good day, so we thought, let's just take the chance and get out and go for a walk. But my legs started. I've had some trouble with my legs, muscle aches and pains. And if I sit down any length of time and then stand up, I get these twinges in my legs. But we went out with the view of doing a walk, and we ended up just wandering around the town itself. There was a trail running from Bakewell. It's called the Monsell Trail. I think it's a disused railway line. And we got so far out of the village, and I said, I'm just not going to be able to do this. I kept getting these twinges in my leg. Getting old. I don't know what it is. I booked I booked for a referral to a physio, so I don't know. So we got home and my leg was absolutely. So I thought I can't sit and then be standing up and sitting down and standing, because it's just agony. So I thought it's easier. I'm going to leave it for the weekend. I'll probably try and resume on Monday. Coming up the stairs is a bit of a nightmare. I have to come up sometimes one foot at a time. I don't know. It's been going on for a while, this, and I don't know what it is. Anyway, don't want to know that. So tomorrow, Sunday, will be a day out. We're going to Sherwood's fabric warehouse down in Ilkeston in Derbyshire, and I shall be meeting up with Claire, who is Clara Bobbins, and Sandra, her friend, who is Sandra Stitched. And we're going to have another nice day looking at fabrics where they've got some special offers on and special sale prices, etc. So I've set aside a little bit of cash for that, because they do a 10% discount for cash as well on the day. So tomorrow, that's where I shall be heading. So I thought I'd better get the video done today. I don't know when it'll get uploaded or edited. When I've got to get my skirt tried on and videoed, whatever. So I think I'm all done for this week now. Again, that's hopefully all I need to mention this week. So I hope you enjoyed that little roundup, and if you haven't subscribed, I would be very grateful if you could subscribe. I have looked on some of the little behind the scenes on YouTube, and it appears that a lot of you are watching but not subscribing, and it would be great to help if you help the channel, if you would subscribe, and if you hit that notification bell, you will also get notified when I do bring out a new video, if you don't want to miss any of the upcoming content. So do give the video a like. Please subscribe if you would. It doesn't cost you anything. And leave a comment. Let me know what you think of my current ongoing things and my plans and etc. And I look forward to seeing you in the next video. So bye for now.